Makes it look easy, yeah. Drilling sets. Stewie, it was excellent. Thanks. Yeah. Glad you enjoyed it. It was definitely a change of pace from the usual. So like this is, relaxed, just hang out, have a good time. Mount Rock Madness is boom. Game, big stage. Get the commentary out, all the discussion about stuff. So yeah, awesome commentary. Yeah. Yeah. We talked with Ryan before for commentary, and he was like, what are we going to be doing? And I was like, Ryan, you just talk. just talk. Like, don't stop yourself. Just talk about the hands, like, and you'll do an amazing job. And like, the whole thing went so well. Ryan did great on commentary. I thought Jim did great on commentary. Like, I thought all that went well. Tens, can we drill a set too? What's the effective stack size? We're around 50-ish. Good call from Keck Geek. Another call from the Button Cows. Great run and well played. Thanks, Pet Vet. Like I said, definitely got lucky in a few spots, especially towards the end. But I don't know why I checked there, but like the ace and the queen just makes me feel really bad about it. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm beating except for like king jack and like 8 7 6s. I don't think that bets, does it? Those hands don't bet. So if I see this, I'm just giving up. What does Cut Geek bet here? He doesn't bet a 9. Maybe he bets a weak ace or a queen. But yeah, I think I got lucky in like a few spots. Like obviously, like I forget exactly how the flips all went at the end. Like I did have a bad jam, like king 6 versus king 7. That was pretty straightforward for him to win. But like I did have ace jack versus king 7 or king 10 or something like that, I think, which worked out for me. It's suited, but I'm just gonna this hand. So there's a decent amount, but like first match didn't go my way. I thought turning a counterfeited bottom pair into a bluff was the right idea, and I think it was, but like I didn't need to go like 1.5x pot to do so, because I'm only getting called by we're out of position, all these limps. Whoa. I think we just go like 6. But that was my downfall. The first match. Second match was kind of in my favor, I think. Like, it was back and forth for a while, but then I started to kind of put the hammer down on Chris. And then the third and final match, I felt like it was like an arm wrestling match where I was like, I had him, like, he was, I was 60%, he was 40%, then 66, and then all of a sudden, like, back to 50, and then work it back, and then fell back. Like, it was just a constant, like, struggle back and forth. I did not expect any of the Marek Madness matches to go that deep in terms of how many hands were played. So I thought it was really cool that the last and final one went that far. But I kind of had a strategy going into it that I was going to try and play slightly lower variance than normal, especially in the first 2 matches that I had, and just kind of try and play smart post flop. Still 3-bet like a decent amount, but not excessively, because I didn't want to have just like an absurd amount of variance going on. And then in the finals, I was willing to play more standard or, more of my normal aggressive style. And that's when some of like the river bluffs came out. So like when I bluffed off the first match and got called, there's a couple spots that I kind of took some weird bluff lines, but not too many. All in, that's a bluff and got called. New table. So everyone, if you are joined in here, remember we do our giveaway every week. This is your last chance to get in on it. All you have to do is correctly guess what spot I finished tonight. And if you get it right, you get one of 3 prizes. There's a new prize that I'm adding to the potential prize pool. $10 off Rec Poker merch, 50% off hour coaching with me, or a 50% stake in a 1650 on demand on ACR. So your choice on that. If you are going to guess what position, don't guess one of these. These are everyone's guesses so far, so don't guess 13, 10, 19, 5, or 12. I'm keeping track of all the guesses. Get your guesses in, because once you hear me say this, I'm going to be closing it in the chat. So get those guesses in now. Thank you. I should record myself saying that and just like have a reminder every week on like the 20-minute mark. Last call. Get your guesses in. Steve's in the chat. Ooh, Stewie's off a win last night. Congrats, Stewie. Congrats, Stewie, on the W, taking down the nightly series last night. I know Pet Vet mentioned this, but what does everyone think? Like, I always play in big blinds. It's kind of a newer thing, but whenever we would do our conglomeration of poker feeds that we've done in the past, we've always done chips just to make sure it's like consistent and always showing the same thing. Because otherwise, if one person is showing chips, the other showing big blinds, looks off and is, extremely confusing. But we could have, I could call here, but I'm just gonna find a fold. We could have everyone show it in big blinds, then it looks a little bit more standard throughout. So thumbs up on big blinds next time, or keep it in chips for those that watched. This is really awkward because I've gotten used to Marek Madness when we did the live commentary. And you'd ask a question, Twitch chat would respond. And now I have to go back to my delay. Yeah, so if you're hearing this, the giveaway is officially closed. So get those guesses in. Or you missed your chance, is what I should be saying, not get your guesses in. You missed your chance. Wait a second. Wait a tick. I have a feeling I could have won this hand. Unfortunate. Stewie's just raising everything up. Get going. Do they have a 1650 heads up tournament on ACR? I think they have, just like heads up cash games, but Steve, guesses are due immediately. You can't tell me what to do. But no, it's just an on demand. It's my voice is soothing. Can we time out Steve Fredlin, please? Ace 10, this isn't all that great of a hand. We do have someone sitting out. We'll still raise it up. This is like a 50-50. I'd probably raise ace jack off and fold ace nine, both like 100% of the time, but good recovery, Steve, to say or just keep saying it, because that's what I'm going to keep doing. We could probably just take one stab at it here by betting bloop's kind of in a rough spot, because they can't call too late. Like they can call with like a like king queen. But now we're just gotta like chill out, I think. It's slightly unfortunate. Been a chips guy, but processing more in big blinds. Yeah, I think it takes a little bit to switch from this to the big blind view. It's a really in-your-face kind of bet, but I just have nothing that I can call with. Stewie says thumbs up on big blinds. We might have to do that. I think that might be. The thing that makes it tough though is like understanding like how many chips were in play. I felt like having 5,000 and like 10,000 in total made it really easy to understand like, hey, I've got 70% of the chips or whatnot, but big blinds should be just fine to like understand that. Easy call for us. We could 3-bet it, but it's essentially like a 3-bet bluff here. Just calling strengthens our range and puts us in a good spot. And a lot of 2 thumbs up for big blinds, his pet bet. Easy call. Definitely could have a queen, definitely could have a hand with a jack in it. So we're not like in love with what we got going on. Ace is great. King jack already got there, so all this does is improve our hand, except for potentially against ace queen, but we're way behind ace queen. Do I 3-bet? Or sorry, not 3-bet, raise? I don't think so. But what do I do on rivers? Do I lead rivers? I guess it depends on the river. Deuce of hearts. I think you just move everything that like, yeah. Nice. I was thinking if I bet small, I don't get his bluffs, but if I just check, I get a lot of bluffs out of him. So that's ultimately why I decided to check. I was going to bet small and make sure I get paid off like a hand by hand like king queen. But ultimately I decided other hands that he has, like a naked jack, would bluff into us, and we're never folding, so let's just let him bluff into us rather than try and get a thin value from a queen. And it worked out. Easier to see, calculate pot, bets, stack to pot ratios. Yeah, I get all that. I think we're gonna make the change for next time. Like I said, Pet Vet, I know you were a big proponent of the big blinds instead of chips. All right. We play a nice hand. Can always toggle back and forth. No. Because toggling back and forth is on each individual side, so like where they see their cards. And we don't have that with an immediate interaction, so you can't see the other person's cards, so you can't toggle back and forth unless it's like everyone trying to remember, hey, toggle back and forth all the time. So can't actually toggle back and forth. We probably just have to pick one way and stick with it the whole time. All right, so that win gave us just under 2 starting stacks worth of chips and put us into 10th place out of 35. E. Anderson says, if you want to watch poker for entertainment, watch them using chips. But if you want to watch somewhere where you can learn, watch where they use big blinds. I think that's pretty darn true. And like ultimately that like gets down to like where my head was at with it initially. Marek Madness was supposed to be this great form of entertainment. Obviously it also turned into, you know, like learning heads up, understanding what's going on there and all those types of things, but like at its core we were trying to put something out there, some fun content, you know. So we were like straddling that line. Bet vet. Just don't bet half pot. Oh no. 5 big blinds, essentially all in. I'll just let this one go. I didn't have a half pot option, so I had to make sure I had a half pot option. Well, welcome everyone tuning in. You know, I say it at the beginning, but thanks for tuning in. We're here with the Rec Poker Nightly series. If you're new to the stream, which I'm guessing the majority of you are not, but if you are new, there's a link right below my picture here to talk to you about the home game if you're interested in playing. We play this every night, but we stream it once a week on Thursdays on our Twitch Thursdays. If you want to join in, all you have to do is just follow those details in that link. If you're also new, you probably don't know who I am. A little bit about me is in that little bio, rec.poker/Taylor Maas. Feel free to check it out. But we're here. We're going to try and win, because if you win, you get one of these cool bronze pins, which I don't have a cool piece of paper to poke it in or anything like that, but we'll see if I can get it to show up. Queen 7... fold. Even though we're in late position, let's see if I can get this to show up. I'm gonna guess no, but winners get a Rec Poker bronze pin. Yep, not showing up. I have to figure out a better way, but you get a bronze pin, you get bragging rights, and you get an invite to the Tournament of Champions, which is that Monday? I think that's on Monday or the following Monday. But we take all the tournament winners from the month prior, and then the next month they play in a Tournament of Champions where you get a silver pin if you win. And then, of course, all the bragging rights if you do win. good group of people that we have out here. It's no short feat. Changed all my bet sizing to half pot just for you. Should we just go the rest of the night only betting half pot? We could do it. Wouldn't be ideal, but it'd be one heck of a fun time. If I bet, the only bet I can make is half pot. Sorry to do this, Steve. Advertising about the Rec Poker House. I'll let you slide away with it if it was anyone else. But yeah, sounds like there may be a Rec Poker place in Vegas during when the World Series is going on. So cool stuff. Wow, the 8 takes it down. Guess that happens when I'm holding 2 diamonds. We just haven't had many hands recently. Ooh, here's a fun hand. Was this limp? Or was that raise, re-raise? Ace-8 fold. If the borders are open. Yeah, I think stuff's gonna start coming back to normal. Vaccines rolling out and all that stuff. So stuff should return to normal. I don't think they plan on a World Series around that time frame unless they feel pretty confident about where things are heading in terms of positiveness. So I'm feeling good about it. There's a lot of good signs out there. So hopefully I can go back to playing live poker sometime soon. Haven't really done anything in the ACR tournament since the one cool hand that we had before, but still sitting pretty good. So Bloop's doing their small sizing once again. They had the same bet size versus us when I felt like they were betting with a strong hand, but here they get raised and just fold. So tilt, half pot, tilt. I haven't even bet half pot yet. I need a hand to be able to bet half pot. Ugh. Wait a second, I would have had a 4. What's our reigning champ gonna do? Stewie won last night. Let's see if he can keep running up a stack and make a run for 2 nights in a row. Nope. Yeah, PetFet's gonna try and get a travel group up and going, which will be interesting. But Rec Poker is expanding. We've got broad reach. A lot of us Minnesota locals, but starting to expand quite a bit. Really cool to see. Really unhappy about the hands I've been getting, but happy about how Rec Poker's trajectory has been going recently. It's kind of cool. But along the poker, live poker stuff, I wonder how long places are going to stay as like six max stuff, because here locally they're only playing live with like the dividers and stuff, but only playing six max at each table. You got to think they're very eager to go back to 8, or I guess the normal is 10, but go back to something like that. Personally, if 8 max sounds absolutely amazing to me. I would love it if it went to that. That would be an ideal number to have, but we'll see what things go to. Hopefully it doesn't go back to the old way, because I remember sitting 10-handed, you're squished up against other people, and hopefully even if people are getting vaccinated and all the cases are going down, that they still don't squish you in next to someone else. But you got to keep that administration expenses low. If you're the casino, you jam 10 people on a table, you can cut down dealers a little bit. Ooh, Stewie took a hit, unfortunately. But, I mean, administratively it makes sense to go 10-handed, but as a player, I really like 8-handed. That's like a perfect number to me. So now we're kind of getting to the point, we're getting closer to the first break, and some people's natural stacks are just kind of shifting towards kind of like the danger zone. So Stewie's lost a couple. He's kind of in a danger zone. Golf Ball's also in a danger zone. Bloop, had he not won that last hand, kind of would have been in one, but a lot of us sitting around 30, quite comfortable. But these a little bit more worried in what they're going to be doing. Worried from the sense of you open up, you make an open, and then someone shoves for like 15 bigs. Kind of the standard play there, but also puts you in a tough spot, because now you have to call off, and you have to call off with a wide enough range, but also be making the right decisions. Bloop's not giving up. Says, keep betting into me, I'm going to keep calling. Is that like a weak ace? Ace 8? No, ace... No, he folds. Really interesting to call down the whole way and then find a fold. I didn't see that ace 8 was 2 pair. I was thinking like a middling ace, like ace 7 then. Maybe it was a draw, but when you're short stacked, you gotta be really careful how you handle draws. In position, it can be a little bit tricking to feel like you can just call down. Not all in. But essentially all in. There's the all in. And a fold. If I never see 9 or 10 handed again, I'll be the happiest poker player. I agree. I mean, I'm alright with 9-handed, but obviously my sweet spot is 8. If everything fold. If everything is 8-handed going forward, I would be very, very happy to play live all the time. Yeah, exactly, Steve. More rake when it comes to less people at the table, right? Like we're talking about admin expenses and all that type of stuff. It just comes with the territory. But like, I might pay, $5 extra to not be smushed up against someone, have a little bit of comfort just to play 8 max instead of 10. Obviously, they don't give you those options, but it seems right. It just always sucks when you're comparing what's the rake of a certain place and all that type of stuff. Because one place can go 10-handed and lower their rake, and then it looks like a better deal, and then you have other competitors, and everyone's has to be transparent about rake and admin. Ooh, pocket 8s. They don't have much chips, though, so I know it doesn't feel good, but Kelly didn't lose that much with pocket aces there. Because every other scenario, they're always losing. But yeah, my goal, like, ideal state is, in June, places are going back to playing 8 max. Stuff's a little bit safer. I've been vaccinated and I can go back to playing live. That sounds ideal to me. I mean, a really low action board here, especially when it runs out deuce deuce. Nine is good there. Nine is quite good. I bet Kelly called down with like a ace high type of hand, which I can't falter. I definitely would have as well. When there's no action and then someone just bets out into it. Your ace high is a pretty good bluff catcher because the only thing they should be betting there is a 9. Maybe a 3 if they're going for a thin value, but anything else, you probably just beat. Come on, hands. We just lost 500 chips folding and just chatting about poker and life and stuff like that. To be fair though, I'm doing the same thing over here in ACR, just kind of folding away. I feel like I want to play this just because I haven't played a hand in a long time and it looks nice, but we fold. Too far apart, like Jack 9 suited, I'd probably play. But Jack 7, like low straight potential, like I have to have exactly 8, 9, 10 to hit a straight. Jack 9 has much more potential to hit a straight. Same flush possibilities. Usually doesn't matter too much in terms of pairing like a 9 versus 7, but that straight stuff really can hurt the value of the hand. Like there's no chance that I play Jack 6 suited. Oh, Steve, I like the sound of that. See, this is what I don't like when I make an open and then get jammed on. I just have to fold. It's unfortunate, but click the wrong button. Rewarded with the correct fold. Have to wait 16 weeks for the second shot here in Canada? Really? I guess I didn't know what the gap was. Oh, Steve's getting his second. Okay. Where do I go to sign up for stuff? I know I'm just recently eligible due to my young age and great stature. But I don't know where everyone's going to sign up for stuff. I want to sign up. Let me sign up. I signed up for something for them to like email me, but I have a feeling they're only going to email me way late in the game. I want to get it whenever I can. What's this? I now have sub 20 big blinds. Maybe I can see a flop here and bet half pot. Vaccines in short supply. Trying to get first shots in. I guess that makes sense. I don't know too much about all the stuff, but guess it makes sense. Yeah, exactly, Steve. What a nightmare to be in charge of it. You only get scrutiny for however you handle that. That's true. Think someone has ace queen here? Ooh, a call. That's interesting. I can only bet half pot. What is this? What do I do? I bet half pot. All right, this might be it for us, but yeah. Damn. Probably should have just stopped betting, but like I'm essentially all in at that point. Maybe I just jam, but I mean I got called by Queen Jack. I should feel pretty good about that. Kind of unfortunate. Yeah, Steve. Anyone could get it now, but where do I get it? How does one get it? I'm on the state list. Here my county list. Yeah. I just need to know like where to go to find things. I signed up for some list, which is probably the state list, but are they gonna email me, call me, or something like that? I just don't know. Well, unfortunate night in terms of the home game. We got ace king. Played it pretty poorly, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, don't really like exactly how I played it, but I was also at a spot where my stacked pot ratio was crazy. Like I really don't want to check fold. But I should have just shoved. The limp threw me off, I think. Then get called by two people. Really interesting, but yeah. Many people going up to Brainerd where they have too much. Some places, yeah. puts him in a weird spot. He either has to jam or fold. The way he's tanking, I think he's going to jam. Which, then I fold, but... Yeah, it's exactly what happened there, Steve, right? You get lost, like, you make this big bet, but then people call and you, like, don't have the right spot for it. Yeah, we just fold here. It's unfortunate. That stinks. I don't like that. I just lost all my ace winnings. Your fault. Not your fault. I should change the bet sizing back, but I'll probably be calling it here. Wait a second. Oh, it's right here. There we go. All right, 1 hour in, an hour of nothing. No one wins the giveaway, just right. Let me double check. I got like 30th or something. 35th. Yeah, no one gets 35th, unfortunately. But there's always next week. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place, doing the same thing. So tune in then. We'll see you. Hopefully ACR goes well on the side, but not going to keep you around. Just watch that. So good luck to everyone still alive in the home game, and we'll catch you all next week.